Oh my God, it is a beautiful day, except for the wind, but I can deal with it. It's like 80 degrees. We're gonna take the car out for a drive, talk about a couple things with the Camaro and the new Camaro that everybody's been buzzing about, and we'll go ahead and, like I said, enjoy this beautiful day and go out and rip the Camaro for a bit. But first, we gotta move the four-wheeler out of the way because the garage is a bit full right now. Now we just got to get the damn thing out of the garage. Like I said, it's packed in here like sardines right now with all the junk I got in here. Ooh, little 3-point turn this bitch. There we go. We're free, boys. We're free. Thank God. All right. Let's go for a quick cruise here. I want to chat with you guys about just a couple things here in the car. One, I didn't realize what my video had come to about how much it cost to turbo this car, and really the whole, the whole car itself, from the actual factory price to, the turbo to the tires and just tint and stuff like that. I did a video that is pretty much going in depth about all of those items and how much they cost to do that. So that video, when I looked today, actually was at about 12,000 views, which for me, in the YouTube world, that's like nothing. Some people are getting that like within, I don't know, 10 minutes and or even less. So it's not really a big deal, but to me it's a huge deal that 12,000 people, would be willing to watch my video, and that's just really something that I'm excited about. And I want to say thank you. It draws a lot of controversy, and it's like it's kind of funny. Everybody always has their own opinion when they're sitting behind a keyboard, which I like. It doesn't really get back to me. Sometimes I like to jab back at people, but for the most part, I enjoy the feedback and love when people give me great comments and information that I can use to further better my knowledge and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So if you guys haven't checked that video out, go ahead and check it out and drop a comment below. I would greatly appreciate it. So moving on to the next topic of controversy, the brand new refreshed Camaro is just drawing a ton of attention in the car world right now, and I totally understand why. The reason I didn't really make a video about this a few days ago, kind of when everybody else was seeing it and kind of freaking out about it, was because I knew it was going to take just a bit of time for some other pictures to come out, a little more information to come out, and it always changes things. I didn't actually like the C7 Stingray when it first came out until about 2 or 3 days later, and I was like, that thing's pretty sweet. It just kind of grew on me. The Silverado that I have, that body style, I actually really did not like it at all until I got in it, sat in it, looked at it some more, and I fell in love with it. So, I knew, same with like the new Ford F-250s. I hated the new F-250s and 350s. I thought they were super ugly, and now I actually really like them, especially if they're done up. And that's kind of what I thought was going to happen with the new Camaro. And I gotta say, I'm actually still not a fan of it. They released the blue SS, and for one, they released it on like CBS or something, which was absolutely ridiculous. Why would, that's just not a place that the auto world is engaged with. So that was really dumb on GM's part. And then, not to mention the car itself, it just did not present well whatsoever, especially in the SS trim level, and I'll get into what I mean by that here in a second. The whole front end of it's still a Camaro, yes. However, it looks like, they took some styling cues from like their truck almost. It's kind of what it seems like, as like the new refreshed Silverado. Sorry, there's a person walking, and of course cars coming. People don't move over, jeez. But yeah, the new Camaro, it looked a little bit like the Silverado. What I mean by that, but it like looks stretched out a little bit. And the headlights, I like the headlights. I think they're good headlights, but when it gets into the grill, they kind of like, it looks like a Lexus too, it's just like all grill. And to me, I'm not a fan of that look right now. Like, I think the new Lexus models are horrendous with that grille. It's bad to me. And the way they did that black piece or gray piece in the middle of the SS trim package, it just looks unfinished. To me, it looks like the frame of the vehicle is just hanging out, and they didn't put a body panel over it or bumper. It literally looks like the metal frame is just chilling. You know, I just don't get it. I really don't like it. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I like the idea of the vents on the hood. However, they don't really fit. You know, like with the ZL1 with that vented, carbon exposed, lifted hood, it looks good. With this one with the like Corvette slats in it, to me it does not look very good. It looks a little cheesy. I guess would be the best way I feel about it. And I'm kind of disappointed with that as well, obviously. And then moving around to the side is fine. You know, it's a decent looking, you know, profile of the car. Moving to the back, at first, I really did not like that. Listen to that turbo. Listen to it. Jesus, I love this thing. Oh, which reminds me, we're out of gas again, of course. Great. But the back of it, the situation I told you about a little bit ago happened with the back. I really did not like it at all. I thought it looked a little sedan-ish, like the Malibu or something. Then I saw some other pictures of it, and I actually don't mind the taillights. I think they are better looking than the current production Camaro. Oh, of course, and we're getting a phone call. Let's hope I can get through this next part of the video without a phone call. It seems like every time I sit in one of my vehicles, my phone is just blowing up. So we were talking about the back end of the car and seeing some other pictures of it over the last few days. It actually has grown on me to a certain extent. I'm still not really sold on it where I love the back end, but I understand what they're doing, and I do think it looks better than the like outgoing generation taillights that are out there right now. So I'm excited to see that aspect of it, and I think some of the pictures I saw, the taillights were like smoke. They were gray with like clear lenses, so that was really cool. I think that should be a feature for sure all the time. Like the Z06 taillights are my favorite taillights. Like, I love the clear taillights. I think they're super cool. So that is really about all I can say that's good about the car, or better maybe. But the front end, not a big fan. Now, going back a little while ago when I brought up the SS, it's kind of funny. The RS, you know, the smaller trim packages, I think they actually look a little better than the SS because they have the color match front bumper and they got rid of that middle black piece. Still not a huge fan of the front ends. I think there's just too much grille, awkward space. Like I said, the headlights are not bad. You know, they're just a little bit more souped up than the current one. So they're not bad, but it just does not do it for me whatsoever. Again, this could very well change when I get into seeing them in person. So that, you know, that, like I said, is subject to change. The good news is that the ZL1 is the current ZL1 that is out right now. The front end of that is not going to change. Basically, that front end is optimized for, you know, cooling and downforce with that big supercharged V8 in there. So that is not going to change, which, like I said, is very good news. I think the current ZL1 is an absolutely phenomenal looking vehicle, and like I said, the ZL1 1LE is even better, so that's really cool, and that's not going to change either. So the other positive news for me is I personally think that the newest refresh Camaro that will be coming out here soon is not going to be very good looking, even in person. I just don't have much hope for it. I will give it a chance, and if I'm wrong, I will correct myself. I promise you that. However, the the good news for me is it makes this model that I have here basically kind of, it's wanted, I guess, across some people that enjoy this body style. Of course, it's not going to go up in value. That'll never happen. However, maybe it will retain just a little bit of value if I were to sell it. So that is about the only good news I can find out of this whole ordeal with the Camaro. So that is all I have for you guys today. I wanted to cover some controversy on the YouTube channel of people just talking mad hate on the video about this car and what I did to it, because I didn't build it. I just paid for it, which, yeah, no shit. I'm not going to build it. I'm a technical engineer. I work in the IT industry. I do not touch mechanics of cars. If they did, this car would not be running. That is just how the world works. So we solved that problem. It's not a big deal. I just think it's kind of funny, but I also think it's very, very cool that I have 12,000 views on that video, and I think we're getting, we're approaching 100,000 views for the whole channel, which once again is no big deal in the world of YouTube, but to me it's a huge, huge deal. And of course my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Really want that really, really bad, and of course we're slowly but surely climbing up there. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. As I said, I want to get 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys could hit that subscribe button for me, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Browse the channel, check out some of the latest videos. That'd be awesome as well. We will see you guys very, very soon. I hope you have a great day. Take it easy.